I just wanna chill and vibe. Baby girl, keep it real, no lies. She said she's 21, I said alright. If we gon' be grown, then speak your mind. I just wanna chill and vibe. 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 Soon as baby turn up, you know Buddha gon' turn up. Turn up, gon' turn up. Soon as baby turn up, you know Buddha gon' turn up. Gon' turn up. Soon as baby turn up, you know Buddha gon' turn up. Gon' turn up. Soon as baby turn up, you know Buddha gon' turn up. Now start it slow. Only good vibes. No, I'm serious. Let's start the show. Come on, mom. Come on, mom. Only good vibes. Turn up. Turn up.
Hey, what's good, Sippas? This is your boy Buddha, and over there is the lovely
Baby.
and we're coming to you live with another rendition of
Sipping and conversations. Got it.
every time you sing to me, baby, it just sounds real good. You so fine.
Oh.
You so beautiful. I'm saying all these things and I don't want nothing right now.
I'm trying to figure this out. 'Cause y'all know your boy always wants something. It don't come free.
What? I mean, I do say now, pay how you wait.
Now listen, y'all, tonight we're gonna bear with the old great Buddha, okay? Because number one, he on vacation. Okay. So we're gonna pray through this.
Oh, I get the drink.
We're gonna pray through this.
I get the drink. Okay.
And so we're gonna hope that he
Keep
mind his business, he mind himself, and he steady himself, and he be a gentleman. Okay?
Okay, cool.
All right. So listen. Here's how this thing goes. First of all, welcome new Sippas. Welcome back old Sippas. So what's good, creeps and freaks, is what you gonna hear me oftentimes say. Okay.
She started up early.
Just say it. All right. I know it's what's good, Sippas, but you also known as creeps and freaks, because y'all know y'all be creeping and freaking on the down low. And I ain't gonna tell nobody because that ain't my business. Okay? However, listen. Thank you all last week for your patience. Okay, with the technical difficulties, I did figure out what was going on. Just little small things, but it's fixed now. I know y'all hear me, okay, because I can hear me. All right, so thank you again for that. Everybody, make sure you go right now and like, follow, and share this page. Okay, go and those that's on our YouTube. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. Okay, hello out there. I know y'all be watching. All right, and I appreciate y'all too. Not just I, but we, Buddha and Baby.
I'm ready.
When I say I say we. I as we when I'm on this show. Okay, unless I'm talking about. Look, this is about what I'm talking about. When you see me get into it, now we on Baby, and that's Baby with an I, not a Y. Yes, we all on the same page. So let's get into the recap of last week.
Well, first of all,
let's get into the recap of last week.
First of all,
let's get into the recap of last week.
I want to talk about your drink.
Let's get into the recap of last week. No, I'm just playing. What am I sipping on? I haven't tried it yet. So let me see what we're gonna call this little special here.
Yeah,
And shout out to this special glass that I've been holding for quite some time now. Latanya, we're still rocking with you, baby. Got it. Boom. So let's see what we got tonight.
Okay. Sip on. What you got, baby? It's tarty.
It's tarty and sweet,
Mm-hmm.
like me. Oh no! We're gonna call this Lula May.
Oh, that's what that's gonna be?
That one's Lula May.
Lula May.
Yeah, Lula like this one.
Mm.
For all my sippers out there that know who Lula May is.
Mm-hmm.
Lula May. This is Lula May. Mm-hmm.
And for me,
and what you got over there, young Buddha?
you know, I'm doing a little Kentucky bourbon ale. Yeah,
It's actually really good.
it ain't bad.
If you like ales, it's actually a pretty good one. And not only is it good, it'll get you right in like 2 beers, depending on your
Body
mass and your capacity to intake adult beverages. Because this one bottle, by its beautiful self, is, I'm trying to get it straight, 13% adult beverage in there. I don't want to say alcohol, but there's 13% packed into this beautiful, well-crafted brown and beige and black and cream, whatever you want to call it, bottle. All right. So listen here, Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale.
Come talk to me. I need to be I'm your biggest fan.
There we go. And as far as what I have, what is in this, it is tequila.
Hola.
Jimador.
Yeah.
Some would pronounce it what?
Himador.
Himador. Because you gotta, the J is not a J. It's like Jesus. So Himador. And that's the tequila that I'm drinking from. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Drop down low what you're sipping on. Tell us how you're doing. Because today is a great day to be great.
And I'm ready. I'm engaged now, baby. I'm engaged.
I was just, y'all know I have to give him a hard time, okay?
Yeah.
So last week, we talked about?
Last week we talked about toxic behavior, right? And how and why in certain toxic behavior we glorify it. You know?
Give an example.
Oh, man, I had many of them, man. The one that I talked about.
The N-word.
Yeah, that was number one.
Oh.
I was gonna go with another one.
Oh, okay.
Because I like to throw shade. Another one was these girls in these nice provocative pictures, right? And then all of a sudden they decide that they don't want you to look at them. Why are you coming at them a certain way when they dress a certain way? That's toxic.
So basically what you're saying is women are out here catfishing. No, they're not catfishing. They're just putting themselves out there, and then when you approach them in that manner,
they're acting like.
But they only put themselves out there because somebody is actually hyping them up.
I mean, just understand what it is. You ain't gotta get upset, and you ain't gotta make a big scene about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what you were doing.
I mean, I'm just going with the times. That's what they say.
Clickbait.
Not me. Yeah, clickbait. Woo! Man, we ain't even gonna get into that clickbait. You seen it yet?
No.
Or did I watch that without you?
Oh,
my bad.
Toxic.
My bad.
I mean, like when you're in a relationship, right? And you start doing things outside that y'all usually do together, don't you feel a certain way?
Every time I come in here and it's already playing something on TV.
Well, I ain't played clickbait.
Who knew?
Who knew? But it's all good. Sometimes you need things to do by yourself. Like kickball, you do an excellent job. You play some real good defense, and you caught the ball quite well. And I, being the man that I am, I'm going to support. I'm going to show up and be there.
Y'all, He being petty. He
I'm,
being,
I'm throwing some
I'm
punches.
talking like heavy on the petty right now, okay?
Y'all didn't even know. Y'all didn't even know.
You said it a little bit too much with your chest, okay? Now, I support him from afar. Let me explain why. First of all, on Sunday at 8 a.m., baby ain't going nowhere. On Sunday at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., baby ain't doing nothing. She ain't. And she love him still on everything. However, on Monday, 6:30 p.m., 7:30 p.m., 8:30 p.m., he is available.
And so
Now, granted, I wholeheartedly understand that he decides that he is going to relax because he done put in, 10, 12 hours and work. I'm okay with that because I know he loves me. He'll just see the pictures and all that, and I ain't even going to feel no type of kind of way. I ain't. But for him, he trying to, you know what I'm saying? He over there hitting threes unnecessarily.
you play to win the game. I'm sorry.
Like you said in the beginning of your statement, baby was playing hella defense. Oh, get your ass bite. Get bite.
Oh, you did a couple
Okay.
sacrifice flies too. It was straight.
So great job, lethal kicks, despite all things, you know. Win some, lose some.
Right.
Name of the game is playing the game.
Okay.
That's what we do. All right, because we some grown folks out there putting in some high intensity cardio.
But I will say this: before you started playing kickball, did you think that it was going to be so competitive and serious out there?
I did.
You did.
I did. And see, here's one thing about me. I know it's so off topic, but one thing about me, although I'm not as aggressive like that, I go out there and I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play whatever you put me in. If I choose and I commit to go do it, I'm gonna do well.
Hmm.
I don't care what it is, like especially on a sport. One because I worked out like a beast for like 5, 6 years straight, 5 a.m. kind of workouts. So it's nothing for me. Jim Jones did. So it really ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying, for me to like get into a mental mode and I'm gonna do my job. One, because although I'm not the team, I'm of the team. And so I need to I gotta do my part. Just like in a relationship, and that's back on the toxic behavior. Two people are in this relationship, sometimes three, sometimes four. Okay, that's your business. But
Oh, okay.
in this conversation, we just talk about two people. So two people out there in this relationship, right? We'll agree. Now, one person might sometimes put in a little bit more work than the other, and that's okay. That's some give and take, right? But what we got to stop doing is that we saying that this person need to be doing this and that person need to be doing that when we need to be in here doing this together on a unified front. You feel what I'm saying? And so when we are in these relationships and we trying to compare our relationship, our dynamics to what's on social media and all those things, don't get hyped up because of what's going on social media. Yeah, it looked good. That wedding looked bomb. Those vacation pictures look great. So I ain't got no problem with, giving them props or whatever, but what I'm not going to do is glorify it because what I don't know is what's going on behind the doors. And what I'm not also going to do is try to mimic and emulate what they doing. I'm not. We ain't. We not going to do We ain't.
Okay.
We're just ordinary people.
I hear you.
We don't know what to do. Oh, I'm just saying. I'm saying, but the toxic behavior, what I'm referencing is taking what other people are doing, be it social media or just in society as a whole, and trying to bring it into your own household. That's toxic to your relationship.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is to not glorify what other people make and then looking at your own relationship like it's a failure. When your relationship is a failure because you or both of y'all ain't putting in the work.
I agree, man.
That's my take on last week.
I so agree. You know what I mean? It was
So what were
one.
you gonna say?
I'm gonna piggyback on that. So for the fellas out there who, take the cars and go get gas.
Oh, you could do that.
They do all the little necessary
I
maintenance.
don't think they see me.
They do all the necessary maintenance out there. If you're not that type of guy, you just ain't that type of guy. So when somebody decides to force you, we're like, listen here, so and so doing this. I wonder what's wrong with my man.
I'm just wondering why. I'm just trying to see what the problem is. Okay, so let's just say I let it go. That you ain't gonna put no gas in there on Sunday. Take both vehicles and gas them bitches up. Huh? Cause I know. What is you gonna do?
I do a lot, but that's just one of them. Love you, baby. They're gonna talk to you. They're gonna talk to behavior. If somebody says it, what they ain't gonna do.
I ain't gonna be toxic tonight. All right.
Oh, okay.
So I'm glad you said that because that goes into our topic tonight.
Okay.
What is letting a man be a man?
Mm.
What does it look like?
I want to know. I really want to know if the ladies think what that means.
Because see, if I'm letting a man be a man gonna take that car on Sunday and get gas every 3 months to 5,000 miles. He gonna take the vehicle and get the oil changed and the tires rotated and the maintenance.
So hold on. Oh, whoa.
He gonna push the lawnmower and he gonna dig up his yard. I had a premonition. And it's gonna be sexy.
I had a premonition idea that somebody who was a prophet on this here show say they gonna go in within this house and come together and work together.
I do. That's why I paid for this plan to be done so the car will be safe.
There's no roles in this thing. We working together. Somebody said this 10 minutes ago. And now we're starting to have these roles again.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I do
is
I make sure it's paid for. I line the appointment up.
And that's teamwork. You line the appointment up, and I go take it to the appointment. We work together.
Who paying for it?
I pay for it.
Cause that's what I see the man. That's what it looked like letting this man.
Oh, they gotta pay for everything.
Pay how you lay.
I mean, I just, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Man, it's all good.
Purse first.
I wear the shirt.
It's beginning to be a great night already.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Baby with an eye, not a wide with the shits.
Oh, you with the shits today?
Oh boy, let's go. What does letting a man be a man look like, real life?
Well, in the words of a wise man, he's wise.
Well,
he go by the name of the Rock. He said, "Know your role, shut your mouth." That's what's letting a man be a man. Hey man, hey fellas.
Okay, so when I shut my mouth, all right.
Hey fellas, I know you want to high five me right there.
Oh,
because you couldn't tell your woman that I just did this.
You just one of the pluses for this man is that I do say, shut the fuck up, Quan. Baby.
No, you say shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I do tell me. I be it, cause them things be firing off in my head, and then some of it come out, and I be like, ooh, my bad.
And what I do,
my bad.
And what I do is,
I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
And what I do as a man,
I
allow you to be great. You gotta have strong shoulders and a strong back, I should say, and thick skin.
What? With who?
Especially with you.
With me?
With that torpedo mouth. Pew, pew, pew. So I'm not, no, I mean, you are who you are. I want you to be who you are, baby. All the time. So when you're dealing with certain people, you got to be tough. And not just emotionally tough. because it's coming. You gotta know how to decipher this shit.
My love is tough.
So
It really is. I will say from a very honest and a very, I will really truly admit, I was not always shutting up. Um, I wasn't.
you look at the papers.
Wouldn't even consider
Mm-hmm.
without a shadow of a doubt. It wasn't even a slight inclination that I was gonna shut up because in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
in that situation,
Uh-huh.
if I had to say something, it done been too long.
Ooh. And that's understandable.
And so now, eh,
You gotta pick your battles.
yeah,
Choosing.
and I'm playing to win.
True. I just want to throw this out there before we go to what people say segment.
Indeed,
All right. So what does that look like? Let a man be a man.
yes.
It can be that very volatile word that women don't like to hear. Submission. They don't like to hear that. I'm not saying you got to submit all the time, but just like with choosing your battles in those situations where you want to speak and don't speak,
Hmm.
knowing when to submit and knowing when to not submit. Stand on your morals, stand on your ground for the most part.
That was my struggle.
That's the key.
It was a struggle.
And the same thing for a man, right? Knowing when to allow the woman to lead in
Hmm.
certain aspects.
Hmm.
That's the part about being a leader
Hmm.
is understanding when you need to
All
make the
that.
move
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
let the move happen and
You gotta
understand
trust
what's
it.
going on and how to trust it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are some ideas I threw out there.
No, because I mean, because I hear, especially, I'm in a mature, seasoned age.
I like how you did that. Is
And
it like
so,
obey season or like season salt or is it like let it
Lowry's,
happen?
I'm Lowry's
That's crazy because you don't even like
at all. So if I say Lowry's,
Oh,
that's some seasoned salt. Yeah. Huh? Okay. That's the kind of season that I am.
okay.
So what I'm saying with that is the fact that, I came up in a time where you would hear a lot of the women, the older women back then would be saying, that's just a man. Let that man be a man. Let that man be a man. He just a man. That's just being a man.
Okay.
And so but what I saw, it didn't really resonate what they were saying then because I was a little bit too young to decipher what was going on. But now that I'm older and I look and I think back, they was actually condoning cheating. They were giving passes on, well, he go to work and he paying the bills, so just go. That's just a man. He come in later. He got a bunch of lady, he hanging out with the fellas and getting drunk and all those different kind of things.
I just
Pause.
want to pause for a minute, baby.
I'm ready.
I mean, it's kind of, I'm just, you said something, it sounded like an oxymoron to me, so I'm just going to say it. Doesn't it condoning cheating? If you are okay in accepting these actions, is it truly cheating?
No, no, it's not. Well, see, and the thing is, it wasn't the women that was being cheated on saying that. It was like the aunties and the grandmamas and it was the other people, the outside people, knowing what that person, they brother, or you know what I'm saying. They knew what that person was doing, and they would minimize it to where it was like acceptable behavior.
Well, I'm not gonna say acceptable or not. Maybe they knew what the bigger picture was. That family is stronger than I.
I reckon.
I
But I
mean,
know it created a bunch of toxicity.
did it?
It did.
Or we just moved into this me, myself, and I generation
No.
where
It created a
I more than we.
Okay, you can call it what you want. It created an extremely toxic behavior, toxic patterns within people, because now if you grew up in that environment where you saw your uncles and brothers and your daddy letting a man be a man as a woman, you saw that, and now you in your relationship, you've been conditioned that that's a behavior, that's normal behavior that a man does, versus holding him accountable and having higher expectations for your man, for your mate, because when he actually do get out of line. And if he grew up in that environment, he's moving in that way, and you're allowing these things. So what's continuously happening? A pattern. You're just creating generational movement of toxic behaviors.
Well, I mean, I guess you're right.
That's just my perspective. That's my point of view. Now, what do people say?
What do people say?
Let's see what the people say. Okay. It's allowing him to move in and provide masculine role and make decisions within the household with the help of his spouse, to not be condescending or talk down to him. Okay, that's ego part. Okay.
Allowing him to move in.
Move in, like move in the relationship, move in and y'all, and letting him do all the stuff, do all the things. That's what it looks like.
It's not a physical thing. Allow him to move into your heart.
Moving into your space, your personal space, your emotional space, the whole space across the spectrum. So here's another one. Were they condoning cheating? Were they condoning cheating or supporting loyalty?
Well, you know.
Who are they loyal to?
To family.
Themselves. Now you getting into your me, myself, and I, because who are they actually being loyal to if they having 2 and 3 families? I'm not saying that it wasn't, it's unusual, because many are products of them know, because it ate my internet. We pumping. Sorry, y'all, for that slight pause. We here. Stay tuned. Keep it pushing. But I'm just curious. Yeah, it's a lot of that out here.
A lot of bastards out there.
But we gotta really, we have to be mindful, especially now that we know better, we do better. You know what I'm saying? How do you move forward in greatness? Well, come on, internet. It's like, well, it's really trivial for me sometimes, especially because when I see them talking about, like I say, letting that man be a man, and what it looked like, it absolutely don't look like some of the things. And I guess it depends on at what age or where you were in your life, and because let's say like the millennials, their views on what a man look like, I'm sure is going to look different than our views in our mature age.
Is it really? I mean,
I don't know. If we got any millennials out there, I would definitely be interested in hearing their opinion.
I mean, other than how they dress. But see, the thing is, man.
But they be letting a lot of stuff go.
The thing is, man, is that in my idea, everything comes full circle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We need infrastructure. We're gonna get it. It just looks differently. It just looks different in certain aspects, but it's all the same thing in the end, right?
I reckon.
You know what I'm saying?
So, okay. You know what? I'm gonna ask somebody.
Mm-hmm. Ask somebody.
Somebody. I'm gonna get somebody that's a young thing. Let me see if I can get them to come stand on the sideline. Somebody.
Okay. While you doing that, let's read some more comments.
Come here.
Come here.
Come to your mama.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm talking about that they were telling the woman to let that man be a man, but keep your family. She heard that. She heard what's up. She heard somebody.
Yeah.
You know who somebody was?
I kind of figured y'all was calling. I was like, maybe that's me.
Oh,
It's me. All right. So we're gonna ask what would she be? She's Gen Z.
I guess.
Are you Gen Z? I think she's Gen Z.
She ain't millennial, that's for sure.
She's not millennial. She's like Generation XYZ. She's a collection of them all.
I know she came out your womb. You should know these things.
I lose track after me. You know what I'm saying? It's over.
Oh, that's a toxic behavior.
Me, myself, and I.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I found out.
Okay.
Oh, so you ain't got to get on here. Just hear your voice.
No.
What does letting a man be a man look like to you?
Speak loudly so they can hear you.
For the people in the bike, come closer. They won't see you.
What does that look like to you?
How does a man look when you want a man to look like a man, do the things as a man? What does it look like to you?
Guys,
Speak up.
That's a weird question.
Can y'all hear this young lady in the
I
background?
guess it would just be comfortable in being themselves. That's really like a main thing, honestly.
Would you be okay
Spoken
with
like a
him?
true liberal.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. I just
She's very liberal.
societal norms. That's not my thing. So just being comfortable and being them and confident in what they can and cannot do, and open-minded, willing to learn to, I guess.
What
explore new things.
when you see a man do, what would he? You had a man. What would you like for him to be doing? Not just being comfortable. Action. What's the action you would like for him to be doing?
like give me an example. Like,
Cooking, cleaning.
oh yeah. Oh my bad.
Oh, you do have some societal norms.
No, because isn't the man supposed to be working and the woman supposed to clean and all that stuff? No.
Oh, you want to be the protector?
No, it can be equal. It can be an equal thing. You're no
Equally.
better than I am. I'm no better than you are. If I clean and you can cook, or if you cook and I'll clean. If you do this area of the house, I'll do that side. If you do that side, I'll do this side. It's all a mutual thing. It shouldn't be you have to do. If I need the light bulb changed, I'm gonna change it myself if I'm there and there's a light bulb. You bring it home, I'll put it in. I bring it home, you put it in. If I bring it home, I might put it in myself. It just depends.
Interesting. Oh.
What about putting gas in your car on Sundays? How do you feel about that?
I'll put.
You're not. Are you gonna wait for it, or are you gonna be upset if it doesn't happen?
No, I'm probably gonna. If I see I need gas, I usually feel like I'm like halfway or a quarter till empty. So I don't want to be riding on 12 miles and I need gas. I'll probably, if it's like a little bit under the half, or no, not even that. That's too much. Too much time. I'll give it like a quarter till empty. I'll probably fill it up full, not just.
But you're not just like, this motherfucker, he ain't put no gas in my car.
No, I probably will, because where's the gas? You were the last person in there. You saw it. If you saw it, I don't know. At least
So it's kind of like having some common sense to it,
yeah,
to the situation. That's what you want to have. You want your man to have some common sense.
yeah.
Okay. You don't want to have to tell him. You just want him to be able to do it. But if you don't do it, you just going to get it done if it needs to be done.
Yeah.
But she's not into gender roles, so she's very fluid, from what I hear.
Basically, yeah.
If it's a woman and she participating as the masculine person, I'm gonna need you to do what you're supposed to do too.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, at the end, thank you.
Thank you for your participation.
Thank you.
It was greatly appreciated.
Okay.
Had to get some young opinions because see where I feel as a parent at. I don't know, I'm just saying.
Well, you know,
No,
we
she
as
does
parents,
have the opportunity to have
we
her
as
own
parents
mind.
these days, we do perpetuate
I don't
the
allow
thought
my children
process.
to live vicariously through me, and I don't do that to them. I encourage and nurture them to be whatever greatness they greatness is supposed to look like.
Could that
Unfortunately,
could that be
they
like?
tend to lean in certain
Could
ways.
that be where the term went? You know, our grandparents were very stern about certain shit.
Right, that's why I said earlier, it depends on what bracket you
But
age
then,
bracket you're in, because that's the type of
but
initial
here's
foundation you were
but
provided.
here's the thing though, right?
Hmm.
Do we feel today? This is the question. Do we feel today that we've lost our way?
Many,
Well,
I don't want to say it's lost. It's just it's evolved.
well, you see,
It's really it's not it's and I'm in my opinion it's not lost. It has evolved because we are not our grandparents. We are not our parents. Same thing I still feel about my children. They are not me. They can take that foundation
Mhm,
that I've provided, what
mhm.
you've provided, and then they use that as a as a baseline for them to gravitate into what's fitting best in their life.
But here's the thing. We're talking about let the man be a man.
But I stopped that part. I stopped the generational curse right
No,
now
but
when
what
it
I'm
came
saying,
because what we ain't gonna do,
baby. But
all the
listen,
boys, all the girls
this
gonna
is
know
what I'm
how to
talking
do
about.
all the things.
Listen to
Okay,
what I'm saying. We're
sorry.
talking about let a man be a man. So, from your outlook of what a man should be, it takes you way back to the time where our grandparents were.
Yeah, I'm not. I
Um,
ain't. I ain't
but
NNA.
I'm just following me now. I'm with you.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
with
gonna
you all the way. But
shut
see,
the fuck
now
up.
here he is. We talking to this Generation Z person, right?
Okay.
And they're more fluid in understanding and saying her initial thought was being great with who you are and being confident in who you are, good or bad, and moving in that direction. And that's what led the man be a man to her, right?
Just
Who,
on the surface, she
but
just needed a
who,
little bit more.
so
She needed some more information so she could actually apply more of her logical thought process.
who is teaching these?
Life, society, parents, TikTok,
And my point is
all the
bragging.
social media,
So
other
let's
friends.
So where is the disconnect? If there is a disconnect, where is the disconnect?
That's why I'm saying, in my honest opinion, you all may think differently, of course, and
Mhm.
you obviously the same. I don't think it's
I don't think
essentially.
different.
I don't think it's a disconnect. I just think it's just a evolution. It truly has
Is it
evolved.
really?
Yes, there's things that. But one thing about evolution, there's things that do repeat itself. There's a cycle. So although it may be evolving, what we're gonna see oftentimes, we do see is that a lot of the similar patterns are happening. It's just they may put they doing the lean with it, rock with it, and they call that something else when we was growing up.
I don't know, man. Because the first thing, as black people, because we're still talking about black culture throughout this whole thing,
Okay.
the first idea of any struggle that we have or any crisis is
Hmm.
two things we do.
Okay.
We're gonna march or we're gonna ride.
Okay.
Neither one of them gets us where we need to be. But now, what I have learned in my life,
Mm-hmm.
in many instances, church, state, school,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, life, legal, if you fuck with the money, everybody listens.
Mm.
Everybody listens.
I see. I see. I see. Well, let's see what the people say here. All right. Not every man is in that same is that the same. I would think letting a man be a man will be letting him shine in his own right. Let him lead his strength and help support him in his weaknesses. Yes, I'm okay. From that perspective, I do agree that I would definitely be supportive. Um, why you looking crazy? Because I don't support you?
No,
Man,
it's
I'm
not
about to
that.
reach over here and take this look.
You,
Look, I ain't got violent and everything.
my point exactly. That toxic behavior because she don't like to come to my game because it's at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, even 10 o'clock.
You want me to be great?
Boy is tired.
I am.
Boy is tired at 6.
If you done had me
But he's done.
challenging my liver 3 hours before your game,
Listen here.
it's over. You committed to that team, not me.
First of all,
I'm committed to
if I'm
you.
up late at night doing what I'm supposed to do, consummating this relationship.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're such an idiot.
I can still get up.
You such an idiot. I don't like you.
And go to this game at 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's your commitment to your team.
Hey,
I'm not on the roster.
listen, you on the roster of boot time.
That's why I make sure you up, then it's stuck.
First of all, you don't even make sure I'm up.
I don't. I don't even know you gone, so you kiss me on my forehead. I'm committed to them cheeks. You feel me? Okay? That's it. That's all. Now you want me to be committed to get up.
But you can sleep all day now. You can go to sleep.
I can't. Because if I go to sleep later, it's over. First of all, y'all.
We don't do shit on Sunday.
I ain't not even MF and thing, okay? Including going to a football game at 8 o'clock in the morning when he got to be up at 6:30. And I ain't even got it in me. I ain't even gonna lie.
What do people say?
And I love him, okay? I love him the long ways. If you want to let this man be a man, allow me to show chivalry without thinking it's game. Allow me to protect and come to your aid. Ooh. Allow me to lead. Although your opinion is huge in the decision, allow me space to have support. Bond from other brothers as well. That's for me.
Yeah. But a lot of these women out here, and I'm speaking for women, which is highly different. They feel that you have to show the ability to lead before actually giving you the title of leader. I hate saying it.
I mean, first of all, you
You know what I'm saying?
Alright. So what does letting a man be a man look like? If I'm letting my man be a man, I am truly allowing him, not so much allowing like he needs my permission or anything, but I am creating a space for him to be himself. I really am. I am creating a safe space for him to be transparent, be vulnerable, be a leader, be a follower, be submissive, be in charge. Like I am creating that space. Once upon a time in a land far, far away, baby wasn't in no position to let nobody do a damn thing if you didn't come in the door being great.
So I'm gonna ask this question to the ladies. Ladies, help me out with this one. Because
that's my fault. Let me say this part and I'm gonna let you get it.
it.
That's my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that. I ain't even gonna lie. Because why the hell did I even get in a situationship with him if he didn't come in the door being great?
Okay.
That's my fault.
So this is the real question. So the premise of this idea of the show today, the topic, is letting the man be a man. So I'm gonna ask the question because a lot of ladies like to say what a real man is.
Yeah, because I can't tell you what a real man is. I mean, you're
what
a real man.
What is the representation? Because ladies, what is a man to you? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the idea of these guys out here, they're living their lives the best way they can, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they may not fit into your idea thought process of what a man is because your blueprint of what a man is may not be what the actual man is in front of you, right? So the question is, ladies, what is a man supposed to be like for you? Because everybody's different.
Right.
Everybody needs are different. Everybody wants are different.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's extremely individualized. It's not what your grandmama and them did.
Yeah, right.
It's not what I say, your auntie, your friends. It's not what nobody say. It really is about what what matches well with you. Because if you get what match well and aligns more so than aligns with you, then prime example, Buddha goes out. Buddha's a baker.
I
Okay.
love it.
And Buddha's a baker.
Patty cake bakers, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But on the opposite end of the spectrum, Baby is a social butterfly.
Yeah.
And she's not necessarily around the way girl, but she has the type of memorable energy. So people from long time knows her and they embrace her when they see her. So when we go out, many and oftentimes I'm over here, Buddha's over there. And it's okay, right? I'm letting this man, I don't need to be up in this man's face. You know what I'm saying? First of all, we came, and most of the time we came together. Like, we generally would ride in a vehicle together. But there are times where we go in separate vehicles. We may meet up. Okay, if we do it in separate vehicles, we acknowledge each other. We all that love, hug, get these past these exchanges, drinks, and then on 3 we out. Okay, we're going on home and we go out and go back to whatever we was doing. But we there together. Now to the masses, many don't, if you don't already know, that we actually is a full-blown, full live couple. We ain't just Buddha and Baby. We is team Sippas. We is team us. It'll get misconstrued. It really would. Because you'll see me dancing and fraternizing and whatnot. The right way. Because people's like, she fraternized, she out there doing, what I'm saying? What? I'd knock her head off. First of all, what you ain't gonna do, put your hands on me. That's number one. Number two, I'm a lady, okay, in the streets. So I know I got a whole man. He is always reminded he got a whole woman.
All the time, because I'm a baker.
Because he's a baker. And you know what I'm saying? The cakes he be baking, sometimes they don't know that he got an administrative executive CEO at home. Okay? Counting the money. Okay? Now, so anyway, nevertheless, I'm saying all that to say that when we go out, it's, we have a different type of dynamics, you know what I'm saying? It's not all over the place or anything like that. We do have much respect for each other because and we have love, we have transparency and all that, you know what I'm saying? Is it perfect? Hell no. Not at all. Let me stop because I'm going too far, right? No, I'm just playing.
Keep going.
But we regular people at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And this show, what we talk about is just real life, real talk, real people, you know what I'm saying? And it's real that when I say in our relationship, he can go and do certain things, but I have to manage my emotions better because before I would not express my emotions, like, you know what I'm saying? And then it come off like, oh, I could kind of, oh, she's unbothered. Yes, she is unbothered, but please don't touch it. Don't touch it, okay? Don't push it, all right? So I realized I need to show some kind of emotions, like hey, ninja, almost did it. Hey, Ninja. You don't forget you got a whole woman. Okay. Okay. Very good.
Right? I think I do the same.
Yeah, periodically, he'll check me, because I have a few, not a few, I said a few is more than three, more than two. I have, no, I ain't got nobody. I have a person that I dilly dally with. All right, stay focused. What does let a man look like? What does let a man feel?
Yeah, she drank the hit. That bitch, you tell her to drink. Oh, she forgot what she was.
Nah, just joking. No, real talk. I was really all bullshit saying that because, when they say let a man be a man, I do. I'm letting him be a man based on that little old saying, from the spectrum of allowing him to have the space to be a man without dictating and controlling every aspect of it.
Well,
That's me letting a man be a man. That's what it looks like.
Let me toot a little horn, if I may, because I can. And this is what this is all about. Creating a space for me to be honest about my emotions, my feelings, the things that I think about, good or bad. That is something that you're good at, babe. And I will honor you for that. You know what I'm saying? I will honor you for that because if it wasn't for that, I would still be thinking that women can't handle the truth. So I'll give you hella props and I'll be hella transparent with you because I know that you can handle
God, what made me cry? I almost got a little misty.
it.
Damn. Let's get this thing back. What do people say? Shit. Every woman will have a different answer based on experience. Absolutely. A man to me is a man who says what he means and he does what he says he's going to do. If I can't count on your word, then I can't count on you. Be a man of your word. Now
That's real.
that's real. That's a good one.
That's something that your father always, as a man growing up with a father, uncle, they always say your word is your bond.
Word is bond.
And
Like for real.
if you can't meet the standard, at least be honest with the person that you're trying to meet the standard with. I'm
Absolutely.
not gonna say you're gonna hit the mark every time, but
Be consistent.
be honest with yourself.
Be honest with yourself. If you cannot do the thing or the stuff or the whatever, yes, first of all, don't overextend yourself.
That's hard sometimes.
I
You want to
know
be the hero.
you want to be the hero, but it comes a point in time where you push too far, you push far beyond the spectrum, and you don't know how to bring it back. And let's just say you do extend yourself.
Right.
You have to be real,
Uh-huh.
especially men. I know it's hard because men, y'all, it's the machismo, it's the ego, it's all of those things that, and then like you say, your mom, your dad, your uncles, you know what I'm saying? All the male figures in your life done gave you this pep talk growing up, or not, maybe, hopefully. And so you don't know how all you want to do is do what you said you were gonna do. It is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the problem. It is okay that you cannot meet the mark. What's not okay is that you can't meet the mark and use a no call, no show.
Yeah. But I think
like you don't go and just confront the situation.
But not shifting blame or anything like that. But when a woman sees a man in a feminine state, he may not be homosexual. He just have feminine energy, right?
Meaning
Meaning that he's not showing the masculine assertiveness to take charge in the situation, right? Right?
Is he?
Maybe, maybe not. But when they see these traits, right?
Okay.
They use words like you a bitch ass,
Mm.
or you acting like a,
Understood.
or why you acting like a female. You perpetuate the ideas which in men sometimes will make them what is it, reclusive,
He don't go in. Yeah, he retract from.
retract from being the person that they are to being even lesser
Yeah,
than that.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
I
And the
mean,
thing
like,
with y'all men, all jokes aside, and look, ladies, I love y'all because I'm a woman first. But at the end of the day, um, I get real serious when it comes to us women, and I don't play the radio. Okay, do better. Okay, because most, I won't say most, many times when a woman that is saying that, she has not encountered good male role models. And I'm saying that because all of the men that she saw or was influenced by, somewhere along the lines, they didn't really they didn't give her a balance. Like, because her daddy, uncle, cousin, brother, one of those men,
mm,
yes, although he might have been rough and tough and that was all she thought that he was supposed to be, they was also supposed to let her, you know what I'm saying? They didn't show her a balance. I'm saying that because I've been around some men, and I done seen them vulnerable, and they talk to me
I'm,
like they let me, and I'm saying this like real talk.
I'm feeling it.
So I am not going. If I call you that, oh baby, you absolutely
He's a bitch ass.
earned it.
You know,
You worked hard for it.
so listen.
Like you did
So let's
nothing.
go back. Let's go
Your
back.
mama, your daddy, your whole generation failed you.
So let's go back.
If I call you that,
So let's go
okay,
back.
my bad.
So you
I
actually
got
added,
personal then.
right? You actually
Not
added,
you.
no, you actually added more credence to why a person would be more reclusive when they hear these things. You're actually helping that argument more than you're hindering it. That's number one. Number two is
How am I hindering it? What do you mean?
meaning that you're giving more power to what I just said in that moment.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm
So
trying to let.
I get it. I
I'm
get it.
piggybacking on what you
I got
saying. So in from the perspective that
it.
for you men to understand that
And
don't take it personal all the time unless
you really in that space. I mean,
okay. Now
but
you come across a baby with an I, not a Y,
and number two,
and she call you that
see,
partner.
this
It's over.
is where it gets tricky.
Going on in your little
This is
shell.
where it gets tricky about what you said. I kind of agree when you say male role models, but I'm not kind of agreeing at the same time, and I'm gonna tell you why.
And do.
Because there are so many dominant, hurt, bruised, and battered women out there
Okay.
that exert themselves in situations that create this idea of they have a child has to be loyal to them. And if they're not loyal, if they love their father or they love that man who is being the father figure in their life a
Okay.
little too much, then they're being disloyal to them.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna say this again. Women, ladies, do better. All of what he said is true, and you know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, I, that's why I'm trying to say I've seen it countless of times, and we do need to do better. However, at the end of the day, despite all things of being bitter, battered, and all, hurt and all of that, we have to, first of all, like we said earlier, we need to first of all put ourselves in a place of accountability.
Yeah, man.
Okay. because we cannot continue to transfer generational curses. We cannot continue to transfer toxic behavior from one generation to the other and expect a different result. When you know better, you do better. Okay? And that's men and women alike. Point blank, period. So where there's this story about the woman being battered, bitter, angry, hurt, dysfunctional, all the above, there is that same man. There is a man that fit the same picture, right? And so when we talk about what does letting a man be a man look like, it really goes into responsibility and accountability on both the man and the women. Man and woman. Yeah. And I'm saying that because the woman, like I said, it was my fault for allowing this man, not this man, but that man into my life that was not truly aligned. I was just in that for that moment or whatever my moment was. Okay. So I got into that relationship knowing full damn well that was not something that was aligned with, was beneficial for me. And that's what I'm saying. It was my fault. I did it. You know what I'm saying? But you live and you learn. Thank you. Okay.
You're able to.
Hello. Okay. And a whoop whoop at the end of the day. But at the same time, that man, whatever, I don't know what his motive was when he came into it, but it got blocked. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. And so men need to be doing the same thing. If you want to be looked upon and letting a man be a man, you come in doing what you be comfortable or natural, do the man thing, but don't come bringing your toxicity into a new relationship or the beginning, because now you get this woman that ain't gonna be with it, or she's gonna let you get away with it, and then y'all get together, and now it's two people together continuing on toxic behavior.
So I'm gonna ask back on this toxic behavior. So that's cool. I get it. But I remember in previous conversations that we had off air about certain situations, right? So I'm wearing the shirt, purse first, right? It's a universal shirt. It can go from women getting their bag, and it can also go from men getting the bag, right? So in this instance, I glorify toxic behavior when I always say, fellas, we should not fuck for free, right? We say it. I say this often, right? I'm being honest, transparent about who I am, right? Then somebody else always say that's some bitch ninja shit, referring to the actions of a man who is doing said things to get said coins out of him, the same way a woman would get said coins out of a man. And then you look upon this person as a feminine person. Why is that?
I don't, because if I'm letting a man be a man and you want me to respect you from a masculine perspective, I don't see a man manipulating a woman for monetary gain.
What?
You asked me my opinion.
Okay.
That's it.
Is it a hustle?
That's it. Now I'm just saying what I said. If you want me to respect you,
respect the hustle,
and see you
okay,
from a masculine perspective, I don't want to know you's a gigolo.
No.
I don't need to know that.
Okay.
If you was a pimp and that mean you had hoes
Regardless
and
of
they was getting you had a business. You had an actual adult business going on, okay?
let's get
That's
on.
a different hustle for me.
First of all,
But
let me break the myth of pimping.
but I understand that gigolos do get lonely too.
That was my song. Well, let's break it. See, pimps,
Huh?
they know how to break that fourth wall, and they know understand the idea of femininity, right? And they know how to tap into that feminine energy in order to relate to a feminine creature, right?
Okay.
Right? That's key. Now they very well understand how masculine they are because they're going to show you that. They're going to show you that power at the top. But the thing is, most women want a man who's strong, but is understanding to all the needs that a woman has. And that's physical, financial, spiritual, and emotional.
Okay. Look, when I think of pimps, I ain't thinking about all that. I'm thinking about what I've seen, especially on TV, because that's the biggest place I've always seen it. I've seen it in life too, real life, but for the most part, that pimp was a safe place for that woman.
Yeah, but he was a counselor. He was a lover. He was a father.
Right. He was more of
He
a
was a
safe
coach.
place. He made
He was
sure
everything she ever needed
she
in
went
life.
out there and made her money, and he gave her what she needed and all that. She was straight all the way across the board. He was a safe place. Oh, now and she knew
He supported her habits.
they just come with the territory. I'm just saying, like, period.
Well,
But he
giving
made
the
sure
game to the people who
they
need it.
don't need it. He just they don't need it. But a pimp, he actually took care of his hoes. He
Yeah.
took care of his hoes. Now, granted, if they got out of line, he had the head tiptress, whatever they call. I don't know the head lady name.
Bottom bitch, girl. That's what they are.
The head lady. I'm gonna call her the head lady.
Bottom. There was the bottom chick.
So she kept the hoes in line.
I know.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no.
All of that. Okay. So I just based on what all the stuff you said, it just so I just see that a whole different perspective. Now, granted, in that keeping it on the spectrum of letting a man be a man, you know what I'm saying? If my man was a pimp and he had a flock of hoes, I would definitely be the bottom bitch, the madam, the pimptress, her, whatever you want to call it. Cause I wouldn't be out there running them streets. I ain't equipped for that kind of life. But I could keep them I keep them bitches. We'll be straight, okay. But yeah, I would let him try to do that. But that would go with the times. You know what I'm saying? If I was in that time, that's probably what I would have ended up being. I'm sure positive enough, cause that's what I would have been. I would have been that. But let a man be a man. Let's get back to it. Cause you ain't gonna mess with me on the show tonight.
Okay.
Have me out of character and stuff. Out here talking all regular.
Listen, man.
To the creeps and freaks.
See, you call them creeps and freaks. What I want you to do. Go out there and find more. Can you do that, baby? Hey, listen. I
am not doing this with you.
I always want to know where that pot of gold was at the end of the rainbow, baby.
Listen, y'all. We're not gonna do that. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this, Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
What they say? See, pimps give the women a sense of security. They did. He protected them too. He'll go out there and send his bodyguards out there and snatch a fool up by one of his ladies. Man, please, that thing was real out there in these streets. So yeah, absolutely. Last thing they said about what you were talking about. You should never emasculate your man. Just move on. I agree to some magnitude about that. I do. I agree and I say to some magnitude. Now, granted, I'm not going to embarrass I try very hard. Hold on. Catch yourself. Don't do it.
I
Get your
was
face
late.
together. You almost told them, you almost made what? I've been embarrassed you, and I was talking about not embarrassed. I try very hard. I probably, out of the, 4.5 years, I think I've embarrassed you 5 times.
Maybe, yeah. But I handled it like a G though.
Right. And not one of those times was intentional. I think maybe one was. I snapped. I think I snapped. I did. But not nonetheless, I don't, that's not a habit of mine. One, I never saw it happening. Like there wasn't an action or behavior that was transferred to me. So I try to make it very uh, a pleasant environment. Now,
You know,
once upon a time, I told y'all I wouldn't have done that.
but you was doing it out of love.
Yeah, I
In
spoke too
which,
soon.
I like the way that went. Because in which that goes back to the topic last week. You know, co-signing on toxic behavior out of love. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he or she is doing it because they love you.
Yeah, we gotta stop.
That's
They
co-signing.
hitting on you and talking trash and
That's
all
because
of
they
that.
loved you.
No, I really, really, really,
They lied to you because they cheated on you
I
and they
don't,
lied
I
about it
don't,
because they loved you.
I don't like the way I feel when I get out of character, first of all.
Mhm.
Because if I have to get out of character, I don't have no limits. And it's hard to bring me back. So I try not to do that. And then when I'm teeter-tottering on not going too far, I be all miscombobulated and whatnot. So it behooves me to move on,
See,
to walk away.
for me, I'm not, I give a sense that I'm above it, but I'm never above it.
Yeah, I'm with the shits.
Personally,
Baby,
I
turn up.
personally I'm pretty laid back.
Yeah.
But when I get to that level, there's no turning back.
Yeah.
I'm
He don't usually get leveled up on me. It's
ever.
it's rare. Um,
But I've been leveled up on people.
yeah, and then I have to
Bring me back.
come here. Neil, let me talk to you. Come to me. Neil. And again, it's so opposite of the fire sign that I actually am. That and that's part of. I'm not gonna blame it on zodiacs or anything. It's a personality. It grooved on me. It's
Right.
grooved. It's grooved in. That I am a firecracker. I am.
Yeah. I don't thought, baby.
So yes, I would just definitely say when it comes down to what does letting a man be a man look like,
Mm.
it looks safe. It looks safe.
Is that right?
It's a safe place for him. And and this is me changing the narrative of what does letting a man be a man look like. Allowing him to be in a safe place, allowing creating and I try to not use the word allow because they're not much he's not my child, but it looks safe, it looks happy, it looks peaceful, it looks balanced, it looks aligned. So when I think of what does letting a man what letting a man be a man look like, it looks safe and it looks good on him.
Mm. For me, because I'm learning daily, I'm gonna take a page out of the young lady who's from Generation Z. You know, what a man looks like to me is a space where he can be who he truly is. If he's feminine in nature, that's who he is. Let him be great.
Yeah.
He's masculine. Allow him to be exactly that. Understanding what his role is, but that's part of communication
Yeah.
between mates, right?
Yeah.
Understand what your role is in that relationship.
Absolutely. Well, thank y'all. So before I go, I want to give a proper shout out to my girl, Miss Diva D.
Yeah, what's good?
Deborah.
Oh,
She didn't get to come on.
this my dog Isaac on you?
Yes. I just wanted to make sure. Stop. I just wanted to make sure she know properly because she was acting like a spoiled brat because I did not say she didn't know what I was talking about when I sent her hugs and kisses. And it's because these are gifts from her, and I will make sure I give you all her information. She does customized jewelry as well as the paparazzi.
This is dope, man. This is dope, man. I'm excited.
Yes. So she didn't just look out for me this time.
She looked
out for her brother Buddha.
You know.
And so we thank you and we love y'all. Okay? Just wanted to make sure I said that because I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Listen, men are the prize. So we say that all the time.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
So like what we always say. So let's really.
Oh damn! This is the end of the show.
It's taking about 2 minutes.
That's too many minutes. That's too long. That you ain't. No, I'm closing.
I understand what you're saying, but
I'm wrapping it up. Men are the prize.
I have to say this.
You a prize?
Yes, I am.
The end. So.
Really?
How you gonna come in with 2 minutes and you know we doing this?
I mean, because this needs to be said. Because
you do too much.
No, this don't. This is not too much.
I'm gonna be quiet now.
Thank you.
You got 1 minute.
All right. Men are the prize, as this is what the movement is. But I'm not going to ever take anything away from what women do. All right? You are a prize too. And to help this movement out, we truly need you women to understand and help perpetuate.
Do you?
Yes.
No, you don't. Men are the prize. This movement is for you men.
Understand.
It's for you men folk to push the movement.
We're pushing the movement.
Keep pushing.
But here's the thing. We need women to understand.
You don't need to understand it.
Yes, they do. Because at the end of the day, it's 14-1, right? 14-1.
That's not accurate information.
For most
I done told you.
Stop. It's accurate enough. If you go 0.1 million.
That's not it. But go ahead now.
Either way. So,
that ain't it, dog.
But I got you. What I'm saying is, a strong black woman can help the movement just as well as a man can.
Yeah, but see, the problem with that, and I keep repeating this, no matter what,
I'm here for it.
Stick to the movement.
We're sticking to it.
Whether a woman support it or not, stick to the movement. I'm telling you, you know what I tell y'all. Listen, men.
What I'm saying to you is that as we are sticking to the movement,
we are. But y'all don't need to be focusing on the women who ain't supporting. Just say thank you for all the women who are supporting the movement. That's what you're going to have to learn. Y'all got to start changing the narrative. Y'all got to start changing y'all words, put more positive feedback into the atmosphere. Yeah. I thank y'all ladies that's out here supporting Men Are the Prize because y'all understand what's going on.
She didn't even know that she got an old Jedi mind trick, but thank you. It was an alley-oop for her to say exactly what she said.
But that's what you ain't even let me. You want to go in here to bash the women that ain't doing this, that, and that. When I was about to actually give y'all, I always give y'all props. And here you go. You don't even want me to do my part like I'm supposed to do my part naturally.
First of all, I didn't bash man or woman. All I did was
I need y'all to be out here because all you had to do is let me go on and say what I was going to say.
That's not bashing. That's asking for help.
You ain't had to do that. It takes another woman to help y'all.
Well, here's the thing.
Then you want me to help you or no?
Exactly. But see, here's the thing
Okay,
about changing.
just say thank you.
But hey, listen.
Is y'all gonna or is y'all ain't gonna say thank you for us that's out here supporting
Stop
y'all?
being toxic and allow a man to talk. You said let a man be a man and let me be a man.
It ain't working today. It's all because my drink is gone and I'm not on vacation.
So all I'm saying is, ladies out there, if you have a king that you feel is king in your life, support him to the utmost.
Of course.
Allow him to understand that he is the prize and let him move in that way and push him in that way.
He gotta want to be pushed.
True. True indeed.
Because you know what I'm gonna say now.
True indeed.
Be quiet.
No, you're
Be
not.
quiet, baby.
But it's all a part of this movement that we are. We as men, we need strong women or women period to help us perpetuate the idea of what we need. Thank you. Yeah. And I didn't say anything negative. Hey! Continue.
That's it. That's all. Because look,
You great, baby.
I was about to help y'all.
You're helping me.
I ain't no.
Yes.
No.
You're doing all the help.
I ain't doing nothing. I ain't fixing to do nothing else. Listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming on, dealing with us shenanigans.
I know you, Miss
week
Leticia.
After week.
We went to church together.
Night after night.
We were kids.
Wednesday after Wednesday, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all actually are peoples. So look, same time, same energy next week. We're gonna be on vacation, but we'll be back in time to do our show next week. We're
going to Vegas, y'all.
Yeah, we going to Vegas, y'all.
So I will say this: if you listening and you were in Vegas, we'll be in Vegas Friday to Monday. So holler at us. If you want to break bread, sip with us, we can do that.
Yeah, let us know what y'all got going on. Anybody that's listening, or anybody that's in the Vegas area.
We're going to the Grand Canyon.
We're gonna hang out for a little while, and be ready. But shout out to your damn self, okay? Because if it wasn't for you all, we wouldn't be in this thing. So make sure you all like, follow, and share. Just be mindful that our content is extremely mature audience. So you might not want to put this on your page, but hey, if you feel it risque, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, make sure you share it. Thank you all on YouTube. We appreciate you all so much for tuning in. Hello to my best friend Tyrone. Thank you for tuning in. I know you'll be out there. You know what I'm saying?
We still got to go to our trip, man. I don't know about this one here, but I'm gonna go.
So make sure y'all check us out next week. We are actually taking fragments out of a segment that is what is Black culture.
Yes.
Okay, and so this is just a little piece that's coming out from it, because when we talk about letting a man be a man, we only mostly hear that in the Black culture, and we trying to change the narrative, as the great old young Buddha always say. And so how we do that? Well, we talk about it in real life with real people, and we are actually utilizing information that's present day as well as past. You know what I'm saying? That brings things to a whole, and we're no longer sweeping things under the rug. We're actually talking about it. We're encouraging you all to get the psychiatric help you need. Get you a counselor. Go. You know what I'm saying? It's because you might need therapy. It's real talk. Be honest with yourself. That was one of the biggest things that I had to do. I had to admit my role. I had to admit where I fell weak at. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. It doesn't mean that I can't move on. It just means I had this, and I'm not trying to go backwards. I'm starting from right now with all the information, with all the experience, with all the knowledge that I've acquired over my lifetime. And that's how my future is going to be better. Yes, we agree?
I agree.
As I would say to my ladies group, today is a great day to be great. Not going to be great with your great self.
We sipping in conversation. Sipping in conversation.
Beat me up, Scotty. Beat me up, Scotty.
Sipping in conversation.